Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Beelan. I'm coming to you with a review of the premiere of the SWV Xscape Queens of R&B Season 1, Episode 1. Overall, this episode was really good. I just kind of wish they would have focused a little bit more on SWV. I know Xscape comes with a lot of drama, but we really didn't get to see too much into, well, really, we didn't see any of their personal lives. We saw most, maybe we'll see that next episode, the personal lives of SWV versus the personal lives of Xscape. But the episode started out when Candy was in the studio, legs and hips and body, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. So she's listening to that. Tiny comes in. Tiny look like she want to drop to the floor real quick, child. They coming in, they're talking about all the songs that they have in a vault. She want to just release them. And while they're talking about the songs they have in the vault, Candy begins to play songs with her and Tiny on them. While they're playing that, then Tamika comes in and she's jamming. She's like, what y'all doing? What y'all got going on? And they're just talking about all the songs that they want to release. And then they begin to talk about the whole coming together with the SWV and Xscape, because we know that they did the whole verses deal, and now they want to see what they can do as far as the collab. So while they went to go somewhere and sit down, because they got a snack and eat a little bit while they're talking, and they bring up, where is LaTocha? So LaTocha is not there because her and Tamika have had words. Now we know that LaTocha and Tamika are sisters, blood sisters, and it all began with, they were doing a performance, and they all hired security, right? So apparently, I guess it was Tasha and Tamika had the same security, but Tasha ended up leaving, and Tamika ended up being locked out of her dressing room or something to that effect. And while they were waiting, they were like, okay, where's LaTocha? Where's LaTocha? LaTocha gone. LaTocha could care less about what her sister has going on back over at her dressing room area. So they sent out this text message between, the group, talking about, we got locked out, you left, you wasn't concerned. And then they started talking about kiss my butt. And then Tamika said, if you had a butt to kiss. And apparently LaTocha said that there was body shaming. And I'm just like, okay, you got a butt. It may not be the biggest butt, but I've heard people say if you had a butt to kiss. But I guess it could be taken contrary to, it could have been taken relative to what the person is thinking or feeling at that point in time. So Tamika, well, Tiny and Tamika felt like it wasn't body shaming, but it is what it is. So they're just trying to figure out how they're going to move forward as a group if the sisters aren't even talking. So the sisters have some things they have to work out. And and it seems like it's always Tasha, because when they were showing the background of how Xscape began and how they fell out and all of that stuff, LaTocha was a big key player into how they fell out, because LaTocha wanted to go solo and all of this. And then the whole infamous radio interview where Tamika was talking about everybody, well, mainly Candy, about her sleeping with uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, and everybody else, allegedly, because Candy said that it wasn't fact. But anyway, so they're just trying to figure out how to move forward as a group, and also how to move forward with this whole SWV and Xscape collaboration. So back over there with the SWV group, they're over there performing on stage, and they're singing, is it I'm So Into You? I'm So Into You. Yeah, so they're singing that, and apparently they have a producer guy, a manager, whatever he is. He's sitting out in the group, and he's like looking at them. And so after their session is over, they go back to the back, and they were just talking about the whole collaboration with SWV and Xscape, and how they're going to move into that new era of their lives. And can you imagine that these girls are 50 years old? I said, oh my God, they are so gorgeous. They look as gorgeous as they did when I was a kid to now. Like, they are beautiful. Even Xscape, they're beautiful too, because everybody that had upgrades upgrades and up outs on their body, child. But they really, really look good. And they can still sing. They can still sing. But anyway, so they're talking about the group, they're talking about the verses that they feel like they won. Yeah. SWV is my group. I always like the harmonies. And I mean, even though Coco was the lead singer, but her soprano note. Anyway, I'm not gonna get off into all of that. But yeah, that was pretty much it. They were just trying to see how they were gonna move forward with the Xscape tour and all that stuff. So all right, so back over at the house, LaTocha, her son, and her husband are out there playing basketball. Apparently, her son played basketball for Buffalo State, and hopefully they're trying to see maybe he could probably move forward, maybe go to the league or maybe go to overseas and play or something. I don't know. But now it all boils down to the husband and LaTocha. So they're talking about them and what LaTocha has to do for LaTocha. And if the things doesn't feel right for LaTocha, then LaTocha is not going to move forward with Xscape, nor is she going to move forward with Xscape and SWV. So pretty much it's whatever LaTocha wants to do. And that's all I got out of this. I mean, yeah, that's all I got out of it. So now they're going back over to Tiny house. Y'all know her name Tamika too, but Tiny. They're going over to the Tiny's house, and Tiny is talking about everything with her husband and her family, and you know what I'm saying, how she navigates it too, and how she was a stay-at-home wife. Now she's out here making money, and how she got to take care of all 7 of her kids. But all 7 of them are not hers. I think it's a blended family mostly. Yeah, because I don't think that lady had 7 kids. If she did, child, I don't know. But anyway, but I know T.I. got baby mamas with the nest. So maybe she just claiming all of them. But anyway. Yeah, they're talking about that. And she was just pretty much, they brought up the whole thing with T.I. and how their relationship was and the goods and the bads and how she talking about it's a job, it's a chore, child. And they family. And that's pretty much it. And then we go over to Tamika, and she's talking about her husband, how they met. Like they the bodyguard, Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner, but he big and black and she's short and thick. But she can sing. One thing I can say about Tamika can sing. I believe she's the most underrated singer in that Xscape group, in my opinion. I To me, she the best one. Now that's my opinion. And I've heard all of them sing, but it's just something about Tamika's voice. Like, she's really, really good. Like, yeah, she's really good. She's not as famous as Candy or Tiny, and she's not the most vocal singer like her sister LaTocha, but she's like that hidden gem. And it's like she gels that group together so much. And quiet as it's kept, she can sing her sister part, she can sing Tiny part, and she can sing Candy part. Like that girl is like she's really, really good. I like her. She's really good. But anyway, they're just talking about, the sisters and how they have to navigate with this new group and, things like that. They did the whole background about her kids and all of that stuff too. But just pretty much how, and oh yeah, her husband he is a literal bodyguard because he has to be on tour for Jagged Edge. Is it Jagged Edge? Who is all them other people? Oh, what's them BVD boys to men? ABC BVD. What's them big boys' name? That y'all know their name. Poison, Raptress, Vet Neil. Y'all know their name. Anyway, so dang, why can't I remember them boys? I almost had it in my head. Boys, ABC. I'm so old. East Coast fan. Go. Anyway, it'll come to my mind and child. Y'all put in the comments because I done literally forgot what that boy group is called. Oh my God, that's bad. And it's like right here on the top of my brain. I think I'm spending too much time trying to figure out this group. Because I hate when it happens when it's something in my head that I just can't remember. But anyway, so So here, Taj is waiting on everybody to get to the venue so they can have this whole group setting. Um, Talking about New Edition. I knew it was gonna. Oh, it took me forever. Anyway, okay, I got that out of my face. So now, Todd is getting everybody together, SWV and Xscape, so they can talk about this whole tour life, what they're going to do, the particulars, how they're going to come together, how they're going to do, the stage and the production and all of that. So the girls come in one by one. I believe Tiny comes in first, and then you have Candy, and then you have, is it Candy? And then I think it's Coco. Then you have Tamika. No, you have Tasha. Then you have Tamika. Then you have Lily. So in the beginning, everybody's coming in. They're hugging each other, hugging each other, hugging each other. But it's like when, and you know what's so crazy? I did not want to look at LaTocha as if she was the bad person. I didn't. Going into this season, I did not, because I thought it was something more than what, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like, LaTocha's the problem, LaTocha's the problem. I did not want to go into this having in my a bias saying that LaTocha is the problem. But the way they're setting this up, it looks like LaTocha, you the problem. For real, because everybody came in hugging everybody, loving on each other. And then you come in with the stank face. You coming in like somebody owe you something. Like they owe you something, like they owe you rent money. You know what I'm saying? Like mortgage payments. Like what do they owe you? And she really not hugging, like she's not really smiley. She just has like a big chip on her shoulder that need to be ate up. And I was really over her. You know what? I was feeling like Lily. Because when I tell you, everybody came in and everybody was talking, and then everybody is talking about what they want to do, their production, how they want it to look. Child, Tamika talking about she want Coco to come up out of a stage underground. And they just have these big plans and these big ideas. One band, one band, all the same dancers, like this big deal, right? And then you can see Taj looking over at Coco like, Taj looking over at Tasha like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? You just seem like you're out of it. And then here go LaTocha. Yeah, I don't feel it. I just have my reservations. Girl, well, are you making money? Are you? Are you making money other than you making them smoothies? Because I'm confused. Ain't y'all all trying to get money? And I understand how you talking about you want your record deals and all that stuff. But if you don't have your record deal yet, why don't you do what you need to do to get where you need to be, just in case the solo record deal you got don't pay your mortgage? And then people gonna be looking at you like you owe them instead of like you owe them instead of you looking like they owe you. Y'all get what I'm saying? Yeah, because I was over at it. And then everybody just looking at her like, it's they have escape issues. You know what I'm saying? Now they had them. Now they're putting those issues that Xscape had. No, first it's sister issues, then it's Xscape issues. Now those issues are bleeding over into SWV, and it's holding up this whole, idea of this tour coming into fruition. So it's crazy. And Taj is like, we're the older sisters, because they were out, I believe, like 2 years ahead of them, and they're older. So like, we're the older sisters. Like, we want to give you advice. We've been down this road when we were in our 20s. Now it's all about making this money. At the end of the day, it's about making this money. Whatever problem, and then Coco chimes in, whatever problem we have, we ain't even got to talk. But what we gonna do, we gonna get on that stage. That's what we gonna do. Now that's how you keep your business together. You separate it totally. And then as Lily said, it's 100% business. Take the personal 100% out of it. No personal. She said, because y'all sit up here, y'all get into it with y'all sisters, y'all friends, and y'all don't want to talk no more. But when your man over here talking bad to you, busting you upside the head, you forgive him real quick. You know what I'm saying? I said, Lily, you ain't did nothing but spoke a word. And Lily, I'm like, Lily, you forgive your man, but you still mad at your sister. Like, y'all need to work that stuff out. And then here goes Tasha. Yeah, we gonna work it out. We gonna have to figure it out or whatever. They gonna have to have a conversation. That's what she said. And then she brings up their tour in Africa. So y'all going to Africa. And then they just did a quick shot of them in Africa, Johannesburg. They said they made 600 plus figures. Child, y'all making that money because they understand. They understand this is called knowing what I need to do. But anyway, so there was that. And then you have this whole thing with Candy and her family. She making pizzas. And I mean, her and Ty, she said she let Ty lead. I said, girl, okay, I'm not in your family. So I don't know who leading who. From the outside looking in, it looked like you let Ty lead when you want to. But it is what it is. I ain't got nothing to do with that. So long as they happy, yeah, I don't care. But they start talking about the 90s group and, how they going to try to work it out with SWV, make this whole tour thing happen, outside of the Xscape drama. So that was pretty much that. Then this whole big scene. Now, this scene really, really rubbed me the wrong way because I was really over it. Again, I did not want to think that LaTocha was the problem. But you know what? LaTocha ain't the problem. It's LaTocha mama. LaTocha mama is the problem because LaTocha mama then gave LaTocha the idea of LaTocha mama told LaTocha that she is bigger than what she is. So LaTocha mama done gave LaTocha the big head. That's the reason why LaTocha feel like she can do whatever she want to do and she can navigate this business the way that she wants to navigate it. Is because her mama put that in her to do that. And everybody else supposed to follow her. But contrary to her belief, child, this show is still moving. And it's so crazy because I just seen them on what's the singer show? The white lady, the singer, whatever her name is. They was just on her show. And the whole SWV and Xscape, they were all on her show. And they seemed like they were getting along fine. I guess LaTocha said, well, I'll come out for the big interviews, but she ain't coming to the little interviews. But hopefully they work that thing out. But in this moment right here, LaTocha comes in. They call her G Mama, whatever, Mama G Mama. And you can already tell that G Mama is already on LaTocha's side. By the way, when they had showed the flashback when Tamika was coming over to the house, to G Mama house, just by the way that G Mama was talking to Tamika on their phone. Well, I heard this and we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? It's like the tone is different between the girls. It's different. The tone is different. The attitude is different. The verbiage, the wording is different between the girls. And while Tamika gets over there, who is this Tamika? Yeah, she in there. She over there. And the mama want to get down to the root of the problem, but she's already biased toward LaTocha because she's already has a bias. Excuse me. She already has a bias. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going toward LaTocha. Like, I'm already on LaTocha's side. You know what I'm saying? So they're talking. And then as Tamika gets up to try to, as Tamika tries to get up and explain what she was saying, then the mama gonna talk about she jealous. And then LaTocha over there talking about some, yep, like laughing. So they got their own sidebar conversation. I said, if this ain't petty, if this ain't wrong, this was on so many levels of wrong. I was like, really? Mama G, girl? So you on that type of time. You weren't even giving your daughter the benefit of the doubt to even think that she has some type of what's the word I want to use? That she has some type of security in her mama that she could come to you as a daughter to try to really work this situation out and you be unbiased toward the two. Like, she don't even have you to lean on because you've already have this preconceived notion that, oh yeah, she's jealous. I don't really care about what she's talking about because I know you right, LaTocha. And then LaTocha and Tamika hit it on the head to my mama. You've been doing this to me, like doing me like this since I was a kid. You've always taken that girl's side. And that ain't even right. That ain't right. And then she said, even when they stole my money, because she said, Mama, you get quiet when LaTocha is in the wrong. You always do. And then when she brought up the money situation, the mama got quiet because the mama know that they stole that girl money. When she stood up there in that confessional, Tamika had told how it happened. They was getting royalties, and then they ended up redirecting the royalties to go to LaTocha and her husband, and they were cashing the checks. Even when they seen you, when you look in your bank and you seen that some money is there that's not yours. You may do two things: spend the money or go see where did this money come from. And when she saw that them royalties did not have her name on them, why didn't you redirect your royalties, your sister's royalty, back to the proper possession of where it should have been? Tasha, you and your husband should have sent that money back to your sister, but instead you spent it. $30,000. I wonder did she get her money back? And then now the mama talking about they didn't steal your, because at first the mama was quiet. They didn't steal your money. They didn't steal your money. And then here go Tamika. And here go LaTocha. We didn't steal your money. And so the producer said, so you didn't steal our money? So you saying Tamika is lying? And on both questions, on both of those questions, LaTocha was hesitant. She hesitated to even answer. And I'm like, what you hesitating for if you didn't do what you said? What your sister said? And then she said, I got the receipts. Tamika said, I got the receipts. You can go to jail right now to this day. Girl, why don't you go ahead and get your money back? Take her to civil court and you sue her and you get your money back. You a good sister. Because, child, couldn't have been me. Somebody would have been doing something. Because that ain't right, you know? I don't know. I don't agree. And then the mama told me, cut the cameras off. Cut the cameras off. What you want to cut the cameras off now for? Why? But anyway, y'all, I feel like this season is gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be a lot of drama. It's gonna be a whole lot of. So I'm intrigued to know what's going on. I already know, and I really do want them to get more into SWV. I know they are. You know, this is the first episode. So maybe they're doing this episode to give a good behind the scenes on Xscape, and then the next episode is probably it may be predicated to SWV. But overall, I thought this episode was really good because it made me feel happy, nostalgia, sad, you know what I'm saying, mad. So yeah, y'all, this Sheila be like, comment and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this episode. And if you think like me, if LaTocha is the problem. All right, y'all have a great day. Bye.